Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the glow, the bronze glow. Summer is coming, and though it may not feel like summer yet where I live, I know the weather is around the corner. For that night out where you want to look like a bronze goddess, this is the video for you. Alright, so before we get started, please make sure that you subscribe, make sure that you click that little notification bell, and that way you are notified every time that I upload. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if these are the type of videos that you like. Make sure that you do that right now. Why not? Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and join our little family. Just so you know, right now I do have a giveaway going on. I will link the video down below. It is a giveaway from a collab that I am doing with Simply Taniqua. To see how you can be entered into that giveaway, just click on that video link down in the description box for all the information. Alright guys, without any further ado, let's get into the video. When I think of a bronze goddess, I think of luminous, glowing skin with that bronzy look. So I have quite a few products, and I have some substitutes for these products if you want a couple different ideas. So how I achieve a really luminous, glowy look, I want to make sure that I have a very hydrating primer. Now, if you have any problem areas, texture, large pores, or anything like that, you can go in with a primer that's pore filling. And I'm going to do that today with the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. And I'm just going to take a very little bit. You don't need much of this product at all. Another good primer that's like this is the Porefessional by Benefit, and the e.l.f. Putty Primer, or the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Those are all really good pore filling primers. I'm going to go in with a very luminous primer. Now, there are a lot on the market, but the one that I have been loving the most is the Cover FX Dewy Skin Primer. And I'm going to put a little bit on my fingers, rub it between. Now, the only thing you want to be careful about this primer is that you don't put too much, because if you put too much, your foundation, it's gonna move. So now for foundation, I'm gonna be using the Josie Maran Vibrancy, and I am in shade Awakened. Now, a drugstore foundation that I would use to look very luminous is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion, and I am in shade Natural Beige. Now, I have been loving this foundation for a very long time, and I just haven't used it in a while and really wanted to use it today. So I'm going in with the Love is the Foundation brush by IT Cosmetics. Now, if you have oily skin, I don't think this foundation would be a good choice. I would probably go with the Flower Beauty, because this one has argan oil in it and it's very juicy. But I have very dry skin, so it works out well with me. Alright, so now that that foundation is on, we're going to go in with concealer. Another very hydrating concealer is Jouer High Coverage Concealer, and then also the Flower Beauty Light Illusion is another concealer that I absolutely love. It is very hydrating under the eyes. But I'm going to stick with Josie Maran, and I'm going to use her Argan Oil Full Coverage Concealer, and I am in shade Light. I'm going to use my Flower Beauty sponge and blend this out. So now I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Contour Wand in shade Fair Medium. I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics number 132 to blend this out. Alright, so now that that is all blended out, now that I'm done with my cream products, I'm going to set my under eye with the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder in Translucent. I'll make sure there's no creasing before I set. Okay, to bronze, I'm going to be using the Becca Gradient Sunlit Bronzer in Sunrise Waves. This actually has a highlighter built in on the side. We are going to move on to the eyes. I'm actually quickly going to do my eyebrows off camera, and I will be right back. So eyebrows are on. I use the Anastasia Dipbrow Pomade in Soft Brown. Okay, so the eye look that we're going to be using is really, really simple, and it really looks like you put a lot more effort in than you did. So I'm going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I'm also going to be using two pigments from Colourpop and Kathleen Lights collab in the Goat and the Lion. I'm actually going to be using my Jeffree Star Concealer to put a base down on my eyes, and again using the Flower Beauty sponge. So now that I have that on, unfortunately this is the old palette, so it doesn't have the names on the back, and I lost the little insert, so I will be pointing to each shade that I'm using. I'm going to be using the Morphe 518 brush, and I'm going to be dipping into this color right here. And I'm just going to work this into the crease. Alright, so now that is on. Next, I'm going to be dipping into this bronzy shade right here, which is a shimmer. I'm going to be applying this with my finger, and I'm just going to use this more of a base, and I'm going to put this all over the lid, but not all the way up to the crease. You actually could probably achieve this look without the pigments, just using this palette. Alright, so now that we have that on, I am going to be grabbing the Goat pigment, and I'm going to be taking the cap, and I'm going to be taking a Colourpop E3 brush, and I'm literally going to be picking up not a lot of pigment at all and placing it into the cap. I'm going to do the very smallest squirt. Any type, you can put water or a setting spray, anything like that. You don't need much at all. And I'm just going to mix that up, and then I'm going to apply it to the eye. Now I'm putting on about 3/4 of the lid, and I am going a little above my natural crease because I have hooded eyes. Now before it dries down completely, I'm going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette and go into that first color right here on the same 518 by Morphe, and I'm just going to buff that there are no harsh lines. And then I'm going to take a GH32 brush, and I'm actually, no product, going to blend this out. So I'm going to take the Lion pigment, and I'm actually just going to dip my finger in it dry and lightly pat this. Now you could use a glitter glue if you want, but I kind of like the way that this looks without it. And I'm just kind of going up a little bit with those glitters, not going too crazy. And then I'm just going to take that brush that I had no product on and lightly over the edge blend that out. Alright, so now I'm going to do the lower lash. I'm going to go back into this color right here, that first color. I'm going to take a GH38 and I'm going to start to smoke out this lower line. And I'm actually going to bring it down pretty far. I really want this to be a really smoky eye. This is a JH35 brush. Just kind of help blending it and smoking it out. I'm going to take the same 39 brush, and I am going to actually dip into this deep brown color right here. I'm going to take the JH35 brush, and I'm actually going to pack this very lightly on the outer edge because I just feel like it needs a little bit more definition. That's a little better. Okay, and then I will go back with the 38 brush and this color right here. I'm just going to, just on the outer edge, connect that color with my lower lash. And then I'm going to go in with the JS6 brush, and I'm just going to help again smoke that out. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with this really gold color right here, and I'm going to take a Morphe 213, and I'm actually going to put this into the inner corner, and then I'm going to go into this lighter shade up here and place that on top of that gold color. I'm also going to use that on the brow bone. I'm going to take the roller liner eyeliner in brown and do a thin line near my lash line. I'm going to pop on some mascara. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. I almost forgot. I'm going to pop in my waterline Urban Decay 24 Hour Eyeliner in Stardust. Alright, so now that my mascara is on, we're almost done with this look. I am going to pop on Jeffree Star Celebrity Skin. Alright, so now let's amp up the glow. I'm going to go in the OFRA Cosmetics. This is the highlighter in All the Lights. I'm going to go in with more of the bronzy colors up top. I'm going to use a Morphe 510 brush. And I'm going to dip into, like I said, the more bronzy colors. And I'm going to amp up that glow. Now, you can go more glowy than this, but this is pretty much where I like it. So last but not least, this is the Sol de Janeiro Rio Sunset Glow Oil. Now, I got this and I've tried it a few times. Now, I had saw a lot of YouTubers talk about when this first came out that it didn't have a pump. It now has a pump, and you just twist to unlock. And now we're gonna give ourselves a good old glow. And I'm just gonna kind of rub this all over my chest. This is so pretty in the sun. It's not too much. Like, you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna look like a glowy mess, but you don't. Just on my arms. Now, if you really wanted to amp up the glow for the night, you can, oh, first of all, the smell on this is unbelievable. You can take your highlighter, grab your highlighter brush, put your collarbones forward, and really make those pop. If you really want to go crazy. Of course, it's not that warm for me to be uncovered yet, but we can pretend like it is. I would probably also pop on a gloss just to get that juicy look on my lips, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But hang on and I will be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. Nice and dewy, bronzy, ready for the summer weather, please. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. I will link all the products down in the description box. If you're interested in any of the products that I used, you can always refer to that. Don't forget about the giveaway that I'm going to be doing on my collab video with Simply Taniqua that ends on May 22nd, and all the information is in that video. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!